Right in front of you, you'll see quite a lot of information. There's a lot going on. We've got the DBA down in the south. I know. They're rather wily and they've managed to slip through the cracks many times indeed. And you can see the blessed human state over to the west. Nothing is new there. However, you can see that our great empire, once contiguous and in a lovely, beautiful amoeba, has now been fragmented into weird little pieces because we were attacked so unceremoniously, and unfortunately we had to learn things the hard way. That having been said, out of all of this info, there is one piece of information that I believe is more critical than all the rest. So we head over on to contacts and we click on the blessed human state and go over to diplomacy and mouse over declare war. You'll see that the date at the end of the truce is 2345 August the 23rd. That means that on that day, we are now free to go back into war with the blessed human state. If you look at today's date, it's 2345 August 18th. So we are mere 5 days away from actually being able to engage in, let's call it legal combat once again. I'm not in a rush to do so, but I would imagine those crooked, shady, blessed human state, why I'm sure that they would love to do it. What we need to do is focus instead, just be cautious, be ready. In fact, we have almost 25,000 military might near one of the main entryways from the blessed human state, just in case they might be a little bit shady, which they totally are. And we shall watch for that day within 5 days. And then in the meantime, also be prepped to sweep into the DBA and hopefully wipe them clean. If we're able to do that, and if we're able to actually take over the worlds, then everything's going to be kosher, and then we'll be in a better spot, not attacking two different faction elements at the same time. And then at that point, we'll actually be able to regroup and get our great amoeba back. All of that having been said, one of the things that we're going to want to watch out for, any shortages up here, because we have come very close to we've had very unhappy little anteaters for many reasons, but there were, I think, like exotic gases and some fancy moats that had incredible shortages. I was trying to figure out where the heck did all that come from. It took some digging into, but it turns out that Beta Caeli and, of course, not Derbitur, Beta Caeli and Zarkon, that's right. So these two systems right here had more advanced technologies and buildings that were sapping up, and they had some necessary requirements in the form of those resources causing the shortages. So I actually had to go in and downgrade some of them. I had to review every single building to make sure that I could figure out where the culprit was. So we've taken care of that. As you can see, things have slightly balanced. It's not looking very healthy, but at least we're not in horrible distress at the moment. So let's go ahead. Now that that's all mostly shored up, we're running short on food, but we are developing some of our other colonies. Let's advance some time and watch the date, because I'm very curious to find out what is about to happen. So here we are on 19, 20, 21, 23. There we go. So the 23rd, we just ticked right over. So if we go to contacts now, if we go to diplomacy, we should be able to declare war once again. We can. Now, the one we want to take a look at, the Galactic Dabex Alliance, who's also allied with the GAD. We want to see when we can declare war. 2350. So we have another 5 years. So that's actually good news for us. It allows us to build. It allows us to stabilize a little bit. And then we can still prepare and everything the like. So let's go back to our worlds. We want to make sure that we can get rid of any deficits. In fact, even get some surpluses if possible. We don't have any buildings going on. How are we doing? We're all set here with any planetary features. You can notice that all of these right here, this is the only one with the blockages at the moment, and we are not in a position, we don't have the correct technology, but we are expanding in some of the other districts if possible. So we'll just continue. 4 that we can expand in: industrial district, planetary capital, hydroponic farms. I mean, honestly, once we get more minerals, then we should be able to continue expanding that even further. And that's over in Beta Caeli, very far away. So I don't know how I feel about that. Honestly, It almost feels like if we were to expand out there and turn it into something nice and then it just gets taken away, we can't really respond very well, but oh well, that's kind of how things go. So I guess we'll just kind of let that roll. Hold. So what's going on here? Foreign empire claims our system. That's blessed human state. I mean, what's new? They're doing that. Borders have now been closed with the Rextalic Mandate. We've allowed you to move about freely in our territory for too long. We draw the line. I should probably take a look here. The Rextalic Mandate is looking at a very blessed human state. Is it possible that once they've sort of... Oh my god, what if they became one? There we go, Rextalic or Reptilian. So I'm curious if... Does that mean the blessed human state now they're subservient to them? Oh my gosh, I'm so confused now. Select target empire. I want this one here, right? Look at that. Rivaling Commonwealth of Totally Human, right? Rivaled by, yep. Cassius Belli, yep, lots of that. And then we have the pathetic Galactic Daybax Alliance. And then this is the GAD, right? They are, in theory, superior in some ways, but they're far away, so I'm going to let that slide. And then the Rextalic Mandate. Interesting. Wow. Why did I never notice this? There's got to be some rhyme or reason to this. I'm sure there's a perfect explanation. Look at this. So intel level here, and only they have this disparity. Why have I never noticed that before? Oh, well. Maybe this has something to do with, like, slave populations in the ruler elite or something. Who knows? Either way, it's not our territory, not our problem, right? No access. CNS Ignorance is Bliss was forced to return to Beta Caeli from Plestis because it was within the borders of the Rextalic Mandate. Okay. So maybe we should take another look. Rextalic Mandate. Ah, so they had to wait that long, and in the meantime, our little guy went way out here. I was wondering about that. Look at this. Look at this. CNS Looky Loo just gives no craps. He went all the way out there. He was like, well, I mean, it kind of looks like your borders are open to me. It's like, yeah, but yeah, yes, and I mean, you couldn't do anything about it till now, right? Missing in action. Well, I'm sure he's gonna kicked out at some point, right? But he'll be back, I guess. That guy's fearless. All right, let's keep going. So Ignorance is Bliss is lost, but will return. Looky Loo is honestly continuing to do their thing. Science ship automation, that's great. We have automatic construction here, that's great. But I mean, they have nothing to do. And then our strike force. How is our technology right now? We're at 8802, so we're like halfway. We're almost done with exploiting living metal. That's going to be really interesting. Look at how much that has absorbed. 63,194. We've got two sources of living metal. One is out here in Tiramore. The other is out here in Withrilly. So that's going to be really interesting. I'm assuming that's going to mean that along with our ability to regenerate, and on top of that, with our ability to form, I don't know, this living metal stuffs, we're going to turn into the shapeshifters.
Spaceborne life form encountered.
What the world? Vlur. An extremely powerful subspace entity of some kind has been encountered in the Tile system. It does not appear hostile, and may not even be fully aware of conventional spacecraft, but its mere presence in Tile is causing massive subspace disturbances in the entire system. These disturbances are localized around the entity itself and should disappear when it leaves the system. While it does not acknowledge hails, the entity is continuously emitting a complex pattern of tachyon pulses, which appears to be a form of language. If our translation software is correct, it is saying over and over, Vlur seeks, Vlur finds. What in the world? Wait, where is this tile? The tile wormhole. Oh my god. Okay, that is freaking epic. I don't know if I'd want to try and live here. Man. Sometimes I wish these guys would stop being such dicks so that I could actually go and look at these things. But you know what? I guess we can look at them from here. Man, that's so cool. Wouldn't that be awesome if everyone were just friends and we got to explore these wormholes and find out where they go? Well, I mean, it's not our problem. It's not our system. So that's cool, though. Wow, it's right way the heck up there. All right, well, that's awesome. Well, let's keep pushing along. Unemployed population all over the place. So maybe we should take a look. Click to select, double click, or right click to go to. Okay, so the Empire is an example. Unemployed, worker, unemployment. So if we want to increase that, we probably need more districts, but we kind of had to demolish a lot of ruined districts from destruction and ruination. So if we need more, I'm guessing jobs, right? I wonder if there's a way to look at what types of workers are available in the workforce. Available jobs 0, ruler jobs, etc. So this is what we should be looking at, right? And our population's at 61. I mean, that's insane. 61, and then I'm assuming that there has to be up to 61 jobs available. I mean, I get that is kind of critical. Can we upgrade any of these, replace any of these? If I were to go and say replace, just as an exercise, right? And we were to take a look at, let's say, food processing. Farmer jobs +1, food from farmers +1. So does this mean that we would get 1 job out of this? And this would get 1 technician job? And this would get +2 entertainer jobs. So housing and amenities, it does not get us jobs, but it does get us amenities. So if you were to replace luxury residences, let's say, with something that provides jobs, I mean, that makes sense, right? So we probably want some minerals. Let's stop by the market. We don't really have a lot to bargain with. I guess we could get rid of some of our valuable alloys, which is kind of suck, but it is what it is. We'll sell off 1,250, all right? And then we'll head over. Let's rectify the situation. Anything that isn't producing a job, well, let's take one of the luxury residences. Oh yeah, we need to actually buy some minerals first. So there we go, 676. Okay, perfect. So now we have some type of currency to work with, right? This gives +2 enforcer jobs, +2 research jobs, plus resource silos. At the same time, we can also get more minerals, right? So mineral purification plant, it's just +1 miner job though, you know? We get way more from the food. So let's do 1 hydroponic farm. We're gonna replace that. And then ideally, that's also gonna help us out with the food business up here too. So on Never Give Up, we have even more unemployment. So this is +2 jobs. This is potentially something that we can upkeep, but the upkeep does require these moats. I do not want to do this. This is very, very dangerous, right? If we do upgrade, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Administrative offices, bureaucrat jobs. This is commercial zones. That is 3 jobs. Energy grid +1 job. And then this is a source of exotic gas. We don't want to do that. It's +2. Alloy foundries +2. And the Auto Catan Monument plus Unity plus Culture jobs. Actually, no, these are all sort of good. Maybe we'll look somewhere else. There's got to be other places where we can optimize. Hydroponic farm, those are great. Hall of Judgment. This actually is an upkeep of moats too. Oh my, what am I doing? We should probably downgrade this then. Yeah, it totally does. Oh my gosh. Downgrade to precinct house. Yes, we don't really have moats. We don't want that to happen. That's not good. Wow, it's a good thing we're going through this again, huh? It's probably not as exciting, but you know, also equally as important. So we're a little lower on amenities here, so I don't know if I'm gonna make anything weird happen there. Specialist unemployment. Not able to auto-migrate. Specialist unemployment. Research labs, researcher jobs +2, +4 on entertainer jobs, alloys and foundries, and luxury residents. I mean, I loathe to get rid of their amenities just because we're changing things right now. So that leaves Bling Bling. Now, Bling Bling's undergoing quite a lot of change. So it's kind of been through multiple hands. Oh, their amenities are looking horrible. They're still recovering. You have decent amenities here in Beta Caeli. We've got our industrial district and hydroponic farms. I mean, that's already a good start. And then last but not least, Zarkon. Zarkon hasn't changed too much. Exotic gas refiner jobs. That's nice. Mineral purification, that's nice. And then between the research labs, I bet we could change some of those. Synthetic crystal plants to make rare crystals, and then commercial zones and precinct houses. I'm saying we take one of these research labs right here. God, their amenities are just horrible. Well, maybe we can replace them. We need a little bit more on the market. We'll buy 100. There we go. And you know what? I mean, God, they need this. They need this so badly. They need luxury residences so badly. Okay, so maybe we didn't resolve everything, but we made some changes. Declare rivalry. Let us end this charade. I know. First, the non humans are in the blessed human state, and then the non-human humans have now spread over to our right side. So, oof, they've been migrating, it appears. All right, so we've got more claims on Jamor. Jamor, where is Jamor? It's probably one of the newer areas that we haven't really about here. Okay, fine. We should probably take a look at our claims because we're nearing 1,000. We want to keep up with these claims. So it looks like Pokran, System Owner Galactic Daybacks Alliance, Idria. Nowhere in these areas are we out claimed, so to speak. Like, Jamor cannot claim your own system. I mean, that makes sense. I know we wanted to kind of bring all this together up to a point where we only have 1 point to defend. So that's cool. We've got all of these claimed. Yep, we want that too. We want that as well. Unaria. We'll claim that. Is there anything else that we need to kind of tidy up here? We definitely want that. And then Atlas. It's claimed by the Blessed Human State? No way. I don't think so. Claim that. Those are our little guys. We swore to protect them, and here they are with a claim on their only system. That just seems rude and wrong. Okay, everything else seems kind of kosher. I don't like how close they get all over the place, but I mean, at least we've got the right stuff claimed, and we just got to keep up on that, right? We've got 936. It's almost like we should double down. Look at this Atlas right here. We'll stay ahead of them. Bam. Because we want to be ahead on all of our interests, and then we'll hold on to the rest of our influence, yeah? And then hang tight. Actually, speaking of influence, let's go to contacts, and we'll double check on our espionage. I know we were trying to run some information stuff out here. I guess we'll just launch another one. We've got Bothrozoans. I'm interested only our direct threats here. I guess we could set somebody up in the Daybacks Alliance, and they'll gather some information. I mean, it'll soon be ours. It'll soon be ours. I'm not too worried about this, but, you know, it only behooves us to figure out what the heck's going on with these people, especially the Juxtalic Mandate, now that they almost seem to be some kind of weird, strange, mighty morphin time with the Blessed Human State out there. So let's kind of let that go. All right, so far so good. We could probably rebuild some of our star bases as well. I forgot that they were kind of trashed in the south. So if we head over to, not Derbatur, not Neb, Taz. Ooh, yeah, that's right. They took Tazri. So we don't have that as a stronghold anymore. Actually, we should probably do a round of all the shipyards. See, this is what happens when you're picking up the pieces, right? So Heart of the Little People, this is at Deneb itself. Probably want to upgrade that for Kastanet, although we're at 90 minerals right now. Kastan and KS, that's a little too far from home. Beta Kali, I don't want to mess with that. Haha, this is ours now. That's way up here. Passion Fruit, there isn't really a need to upgrade that. Engineering today, wow, at Dahlberg, that's actually pretty important, but it will stay. And then last but not least, Zarkon out here. I mean, that's already pretty good. I think out of all of this, maybe let's get some hydroponics going on out there. I think all the other places... Oh, we'd have no buildings here. Do we want communication chamber transit hub? Enabling a smooth and convenient transit network. Tasked with analyzing hyperlane reverberations, functionally extending the range of the starbase sensors. That seems nice. And it is close to the Juxtalic Mandate and the Ikarzurians, but I don't think we can afford that. We need more... We honestly need more food right now, so I mean, like, let them have food. Let them have food. Any other buildings we're missing? We're already building out there, great. So the only thing I'd like to do is just also make sure that we have some form of defensive platforms, at least in our home system. We'll get like 5. And now let's just roll like this because we have barely any resources now. Hopefully this will start to turn around as things are built. And then we'll be completely neutral and start to slowly build up over 5 years, right? Because we're trying to look ahead in some form or fashion. We have the Placid Leviathans, the Tianki. We've got the neutral fleet, the Ghost Ship, which is still around, which is actually kind of incredible. I can't believe it survived all of the hoopla. And right now we've got unconnected starbase, not connected to the trade network.
Complete.
Oh, Kastan's no longer connected. Okay, well, let's take a look at the trade routes. We've got Kastan, and we'll connect it to Isla Nor, if that's possible. Oh, you know what? It used to come through Hope's End. It no longer can. So we'll have to say you want to go to Deneb. I see. Because they took Hope's End and that disrupted everything. So we're going to want to make sure that everyone's hooked up to Deneb again, right? And then we'll get Tiramore. Whoops. Let's get, that's this, Beta Caeli. Well, Beta Caeli is very far away. I mean, that makes sense that they have no sense of trade whatsoever. Because I don't even think we can get through without hostile intent, right? And then, haha, this is ours. We'll go ahead and hook that up to Deneb. And engineering today, we'll hook this up to Deneb. And Zarkon is not going to be able to hook up to either. So this looks more like it. Beta Caeli, Zarkon. Gosh, a lot of little holes to plug here, right? Right now we're at, yeah, look at that. We're at +0 for the first time, +31. That's what we're talking about. So for the first time in a very long time, oh, we're low on minerals now. In the first time and for a very long time, we have now broken even, but our minerals have dropped. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the colonies out here. I'm curious if producing minerals out on like Beta Caeli means without the trade route means that we can't get those things. I don't know. So if we look at Never Give Up, is there any way that we can update anything here? This is all unemployed population is 3. That's specialist. That's a lot out in Zarkon and Beta Caeli. But Beta Caeli's not too bad. Bling Bling's looking not so great. And we're building another agricultural district. I mean, I guess we'll just let that run. I want to see what happens when this one is grown. We're definitely going to need more minerals. 135, -7, -7 every time. Come on, come on, come on. Hold. Come on, you can do it. You can do it.
Council agenda
Hold.
available.
Okay. So let's build, replace. Honestly, we have nothing in mining here. If we were to demolish one of these and then build one of those, it's going to be 270. So we'll go to the market and we'll purchase some of these minerals, and then we will build. I'm going to be perfectly honest. I'm flying by the seat of my pants. I know that I played this off and on, but I never really understood this too well. I think the more that we have of a district means we can kind of sway the types of jobs that are here. And so if we had no districts for mining, we're not going to have any miners, right? So Brittany the Bombastic has retired. 891. That's very impressive. So let's go and take a look at our leaders. Or better yet, our government. Let's see, under leaders, Brittany the Bombastic. Sometimes I wonder, it's like, what were they looking over, right? Do we have any ships that were completely out in the open, unmanned? Or I guess any colonies, probably colonies and governors. Yeah, look at that. Little people, completely without oversight. Firestarter Minister of Defense, Governor for Never Give Up and Underdog Anteaters. And we've got Arnold Klein. So let's see. Longao, Militarist Ethics Attraction. Planet Governor Effect, Militarist Ethics Attraction. We've got Xenophobes. Oh, I'm looking down here. Spiteful. Unity from Rivalries. Damage to rivals. Ooh, well, I do like doing damage to the Blessed Human State. Leader lifespan. Honestly, though, having a higher lifespan seems pretty good. How about this? We'll get Longao, and we're going to name Longao Long Life Noodle Boy. I remember when I was younger, especially during birthdays, I was always told that I needed to eat long life noodles. So do with that what you will. Intel falling. Your intel on one or more of your rivals is falling. Intel may be gained by assigning an envoy to grow your spy network. Okay. Well, can we continue to gather intel? Go for it. Let's do it. Why not? Perfect. And we are 3 years away. And oh my gosh, CNS Looky Loose just passing on through the GAD, no problem. Like, you can't stand in the way of science with that little guy. Look at this. 11th. Oh my God. So you see this right here in Crenice? There's 23,000 military might for no reason right at our borders. This seems very freaking sketch. Super sketch. So with this, maybe we should shore up our defenses a little bit. Let's go in and get our military vessels to Derbatur. Are they gonna? They're gonna cross into Zarkon, aren't they? Oh my gosh, the nerve on these guys, so horrible. Honestly, we need to adjust the minerals first, but we don't really have too much of. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We don't really have many other things that we can do other than try to just stop the hemorrhaging, right? I guess we could have more ships, but honestly, our little guys are pretty strong. I'd be surprised if they just get run over, right? Building slots available, excellent. We can have another one. We'll do another mineral purification plant. How about that? Yeah. This is fluctuating a bit. Consumed. Okay. Well, maybe we can stop. We can replace some of our alloy manufacturing, which will reduce the amount of minerals that we're using. That's something that we could do, right? I'm pretty sure that would be helpful. And look, we're at negative 19 minerals anyway. Right now we have so few. If we were to try to replace this with, let's say, mineral purification plants, which would have less jobs. I don't know. It's all over the place. Tell you what, we're going to purchase 500 and then we shall replace this with a mineral purification plant, and hopefully that will even things out. And in the meantime, this huge force is right there. Right there. I'm curious what they're going to do. Are they going to attack? Galactic Daybacks Alliance. Oh, look at that. They're going back and forth, back and forth. Mission accomplished with a Galactic Athalan Directorate. So we're going to go and renew that right here. Oh, actually, we're all full. Okay, that's fine. Let them ride. Let them ride. We're at 2348. Maybe they're just seeing how much power we have at the border, and they're getting nervous. I mean, that kind of makes sense. They're sensing it. Traditions. So we've actually gone through 4 different entire traditional trees. So that's pretty cool. Adaptability. So what are the things that we can get? Population housing usage, minus 10%. We can get diplomacy. Well, I mean, at this point, our diplomacy is not so great. Diplomatic weight, etc. Domination, worker population resource output. There's harmony, population upkeep, and mercantile. Trade protection, collection range, trade value. That sounds really nice, actually. Although, governing ethics attraction, minus crime, empire size from populations, leader lifespan. These are all good things. Unlocks consumer benefits and marketplace of ideas, trade policies, or clerks provide an additional trade value and amenities. Traders produce 2 amenities. Oh my gosh. I think I'm going to do harmony. That seems more of our style. Less upkeep. That's the only place that my mind goes. Look at that, -3 already looking a lot sweeter. We're 2348, 2349. All right. Blessed Human State, we continue to expend. Here, gather information. We continue to expend our influence. How are the claims? Nobody's overriding our claims. Good. And we're almost at 2350. That's a time when we can clear and charge. That's going to be great. The big problem that I see is actually getting into the Daybacks Alliance is going to be tough, because we're going to have to get through the borders out here, and I don't know how we're going to accomplish that. You know what I mean? How does that even work? Maybe we can preemptively open our borders, as horrible as that sounds. This just seemed like a good idea.
The Agreements screen provides an overview of our subject and overlord agreements.
Oh!
We can use this screen to keep track of loyalty, manage holdings and trade, and renegotiate the terms of existing agreements.
Oh!
We may also end an agreement entirely, if it no longer suits our purposes.
Well, we're not going to do that to the little winged ones. That's cool. Holdings. What's this? Open a building slot. Oh my gosh, this whole time? Overlord Trader Jobs, Aid Agency, Overlord Garrison. Oh, Aid Agency sounds awesome. Lacking the minerals, our empire embraces xenophobe ideals, lacking the minerals for the Emporium. Oh my gosh, this whole time. Oh wow, look at this, plus 18. Wow, we barely, look at the minerals, we barely skimmed by. We should probably let that stabilize a little bit, but that's so cool. I didn't realize we had sort of like a common meeting place that we could create here. 2349. We're getting there and we're getting more minerals. This is great. But again, I am nervous. How are we going to get into the DBA to conquer them if the Blessed Human state just happens to have the connecting hyperlanes into them? We might have to do battle or something. This seems horrible. Hang tight. So we are hitting maximum on influence, so we better just stack more claims, right? As many claims as possible. So we'll just get everything up to 3. How about that? That doesn't really make too much sense, but what else are we going to use influence on at this point? Our espionage is pretty crap. So we're just going to get ourselves to a point where when we do attack, it's going to be fine. There we go. So now we're out of influence, unfortunately. Stray communique. One of our politicians on the Little People has carelessly misplaced a bundle of sensitive materials. Oh my gosh. Including an encryption key whose very existence outside of government facilities is a gross breach of protocol. Our domestic authorities are scrambling to switch security platforms, as it is quite possible these materials may have fallen into hostile paws. I like how they put that, hostile paws. Lost encryption key modifier added for 12 months, -2 encryption, or -250 energy credits. A politician on our capitals fired and demoted. Lost encryption key modifier added for 5 months instead of a whole year. I mean, sure, fire this incompetent at once. Sure. I'm curious who gets demoted, though. You know, will they tell us? No access. CNS Luckily was forced to return to John Farr from Howitz because it's within the borders of the GAD. Oh, that's a bummer. Well, hopefully he'll be back. So let's hang tight. It is now 2350. Borders closed with the Bothrozoans and the Galactic Daybacks Alliance. So that tells me something. If things are closed with the Galactic Daybacks Alliance, that actually means that war is available to us. War is now available to us. We are just stabilizing, I know. It doesn't make sense for us to do anything like that. Where are we at? Declare rivalry. Declare war. It is there. Again, not sure how we'd actually invade, but, you know, that's a thing. Can we sort of just wander through and say hello? Is that a thing? I'd like to get to, I don't know, even Chigris. Can I open borders with them just so that we can position our giant army? I honestly think if we want to take out the DBA, we have to go to war as a suicide with the Blessed Human state again. I mean, that seems not a good idea. Well, I mean, look at them. They're all posturing. They can sense it. We're all itching at the bit.
Agenda ready.
Hold. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm going to do now that I think about it. I legit do not know what I'm going to do. I don't want to open up another war with a BHS, but I do want to open a war with a GDA, but I can't get to the GDA without going through the BHS. So if I go to the BHS and I say I would like to close borders is what we're at. How do we open borders? Form defensive pact requires positive relations or 20 trust. Can control access towards the Blessed Human state. Borders are always closed towards rivals. I see. So we'd have to stop our rivalry. So if we end our rivalry, may remove our animosity casus belli on Blessed Human state. All right, so if we end our rivalry, and then we want to close our borders. So our borders are not closed, is that right? Has closed borders. Our borders are not closed? So if I did this, the borders are closed. Blessed Human state has closed their borders towards us. Okay. So it is closed. So would they be cool if we decided we wanted to attack one of their neighbors? How does that work? Agreements? No, that's the Kuvarians. And if we went to diplomacy, harm our relations, improve. Do we really have to improve our relations just to open borders in order to attack their neighbor when we never wanted to attack them in the first place? I guess if that's the case, then we should totally declare our rivalry again. Let's do it. We're going back and forth. I know. But you know what? that's how it is. Intel falling, I mean, that's fine. At this point, we're just gonna, yeah, let things ride. Huh, kind of stuck. So it seems in order to attack the DBA and clear them off the face of the planet, we have to go to war with other people. That sucks. Well, I mean, we gotta do it. Otherwise, we're just gonna be in a stalemate the whole time, right? Check our claims. Hope's End. How we're doing with Hope's End. Are we sufficiently placed? Yeah, we got a lot on Hope's End. That's great. Okay, so I guess we don't go to war with the DBA. We do go to war with the Blessed Human State, but if we do that, we'll go to war with everybody, right? So if we go to contacts, is there a way to tell again? Federations, alliance or federation name, no. And then I think we can look at... We only have second-hand intel on their diplomatic pacts. Ah, I see. Rivaled, closed borders, Casus Belli, target of Casus Belli. Okay. Which is kind of hilarious because the people who we fought with before, like the Raxthalic Mandate. Oh, no, they're not here. The GAD used to be rivaled with the Blessed Human State, and they have claims on the Blessed Human State. And then from there, you know, they fight with each other. I'm assuming the Raxthalic Mandate, just because they look like this. Second-hand intel. If we were to declare war with the Raxthalic Mandate. Defenders. Here we go. The Blessed Human State is the overlord of the Raxthalic Mandate. Okay. And the Jehetma Dominion is the subsidiary under the Blessed Human State. So we would be going to war with all three. So if we look, Raxthalic Mandate, Blessed Human State, Jehetma Dominion is way up here. Okay. Well, probably the easiest thing for us to do is to attack... Gosh, do I have to attack the Raxthalic Mandate? They have 12,665 military might. I just don't think we have the infrastructure to support such a thing. We would need to be able to defend our north and wield a force of this size. So the fleet that we have right now is great and all, but we need to have at least a half-size fleet of that type way in the upper, like, northeast. So let's, I guess, slowly work to that end, and then when we start a war, that'll just allow us to breach and then hopefully close that, and then we'll move to the DBA. This is a very long-winded way just to get vengeance, I think. All I wanted to do was take out the DBA, but it seems like there's blockers at every angle, right? So let's let things roll a little bit. Hold. Foreign empire, the Blessed Human State has claimed more of our empire. Oh my gosh, you know what? This is horrible. Okay. They're claiming more of our empire. And they're claiming more... You know what? They're about to attack anyway. I should wait until their forces are right on the border and then declare war and then just go straight in and smash whatever fleet just to cripple them a little bit and then swing back in the other direction. The only problem is I can't maintain that kind of momentum. We saw what happened when we had to fight on multiple fronts. It was not pretty, right? Drain on resources. Spymaster Anvi Potti recently launched a quiet investigation. Progress on Operation Gather Information. Honestly, I'm really not too invested in our espionage, so no matter what happens to them, it's no skin off our back in a way. I mean, it helps out, but sure, but it's not quite what everything hinges on. So let's try to at least buff Bulwark, right? So if we bring ourselves up to maybe 508, we'll get 1, 2, 3 destroyers to 10. And then we'll just kind of buff out our corvettes to 50. 2,492. Let's go in and reinforce that. Argent a Christmas Pass, already at 50. Bring that up to 10. Right there. And then we'll just kind of let that buff out a little bit, and then we'll form a new force. Yeah, so our alloys went way down, but that's okay. Fertility Preacher trait, all right. And then we've got some reinforcements in transit. Probably should have done that earlier, but you know what? That's okay. We're just forming the plan now that we're up to the actual moment when we can execute. Migrating populations. Aha! Unemployed populations. It just ticked. So what happened? We're slowly making adjustments over many years. So right now what I'm looking at are all the districts down here. I'm really curious how much longer it'll take for the living metal work, because then we can switch to something else. Is this actually making any progress? 6751, very slow progress, but it is making progress. Features, blockers, let's push forward 90%. This is Beta Caeli out there. We could build some more. We could build a district at 300. More alloys. I think, honestly, more minerals. And do we have another leader that we could utilize? Actually, what is our cap for officials, right? Officials 3 out of 6. We're at like half capacity right now. Happiness. Yes, please. Oh, it's Paolo. Nice. Paolo the Prepared. He was bred for this job since he was young. Now he has the opportunity. I think he's going to do great. So we'll just hold that there, and we only have enough to make one decision every once in a while. Espionage has completed. We'll let that roll. We do need to build up our influence some more, and let's go. So it looks like we have more ships in transit from Deneb, Kastan. So they're all coming from close by and in the northeast. And if we look at our production, we've got a couple more destroyers and a lot of corvettes. It's awesome. Obviously, our shipyard capacity is severely reduced after the last war. And now we are past the point when we can actually declare war, but there are some complications to get to where we want to go. Aha. Diplomatic insults. Why do you cover yourself in textiles? I mean, seriously, you're hiding behind your blessed human state overlords. They're not actually their overlords, but I like to say that. Maybe I should send that as an insult back. Rising unemployment on Zarkon. Institute increased benefits. Unemployed population consumer good upkeep +2. Or crime. Oh boy. We could increase the unemployment benefits on the moon. It will not be cheap, but would provide additional time to seek a more permanent solution, like creating more jobs or improving the living standards. Well, if we go to Zarkon right now, and we push this aside for a second, you can see a lot of unemployment. I'm not sure. I had planet automation on. I forgot I turned that on because I wasn't too sure what to do about it. I'm not sure. I mean, we could try to control the crime directly. So let's institute the increased benefit. That's increased upkeep for consumer goods. But if we maybe get our enforcement buildings instead, I mean, as a thing in the meantime, like as a stopgap, there's our research labs. The research labs are allowing us to push forward, but we're not pushing forward very fast anyway. The amenities are low. Just everything kind of is not so great with them. Generator district build speed. Generator world. I have no idea what that means. They're a frontier planet. This will create a new sector with this planet as its sector capital. All systems within 4 jumps not previously a part of any sector will become a part of this new sector. I'm assuming you can do that if you have like people who watch over a sector, like a sector counselor or something like that. We saw something similar when we first started, and we had one official, and then when we moused over all 3 of our colonies, it had sort of like a ghost image of them there when really they were appointed to Deneb. So I bet because this one's so separated, man, it's just going to help so much if we can just free this up right here. If we look at the claims right now, these are the claims that we have on the blessed human state. If we push in, this is just going to collapse, isn't it? It's just not smart. It's not smart. I almost say we relinquish our claims here, stick to Terramore, like we get rid of those claims, like we relinquish them. Higma, I guess I'd like to take, but that's more of a luxury. I mean, obviously we want Atlas, and then it becomes Natupa. Wait a minute. Independent. Oh yeah, claimed by them. That's fine. Honestly, I feel like we need to just like grab this, take it, and hold it. I just don't know if it'll stick. We've got the status quo to worry about, right? What? Do they have any colonies in them? Because colonies we'd have to take too. We could also bombard them. I think Idria Idria has a world to take. We need to survey as well. So really the only thing we need to do, because I'm trying to think how quickly can we start it and end it, right? Like start a conflict, we'll start to get flooded on all sides. We come on in, we've got to hit status quo. That's the only way we're going to be able to manage it. And I think our armies are basically gone, right? Our armies are in Beta Caeli. We've got one army on the planet. So we'd have to start collecting it before the war breaks out. So let's go here. We'll go to Army Builder. And we can make a Daybacks army. Oh, that's not smart. Let's not do that. Actually, we're not going to have armies. So we just have to go in and just bombard. I think that's what we got to do. And then in the meantime, for all of our military might, we'd have to send a force up there just to watch our northeast, because they're definitely going to call upon their subsidiaries to attack us. All right, let's hang tight for a second. I know we're still reinforcing. 11213. And if we look at fleet management, we have our corvettes going. At the very least, let us finish what we were reinforcing before we throw ourselves headlong into some potential fwabble that sends us back many years, right? Then we've got 4 destroyers to create, and then we'll get a little bit of a minor surplus out here. Yeah, let that clear. Retired for Grand Fischl. Dina the Dinobot. Oh my gosh. So who is the replacement? It is Paolo the Prepared already. My gosh. Well, little guy, you're brand new to this. Are you up to the job? Of course I am. Well, that's all I ask. Reform the government? Nope.
The demographics tab tracks the makeup and spread of our empire's populace. 236
pops across 6 worlds. Gosh, that's really focused, isn't it? I can't believe we've got the Daybacks Alliance in our in our empire. That feels strange. Well, congratulations to that guy. All right, how are we doing? 2 more destroyers. That's it. Just 2 destroyers. And then once we have that, we're going to have 2 fleets. Again, relative might, relative strength, who knows? Right now we've got closed borders with the Jahetma Dominion, fine. And I'm curious if we ever got Looky Loo back. We are on Jonfar, perfect. But I will say science ship automation within, what you can actually do, right?
Research complete.
And hold. Fleet order cancel for Looky Loo and technology research. Wormhole stabilization. A naturally occurring subspace wormhole is a fickle thing, and its fluctuating energy levels typically make it impossible to travel safely between its linked apertures. There are ways to temporarily stabilize its matrix, however. Very cool. Let's see, we've got X-ray lasers, shorter wavelength. Research station output, ion disruptors. Upgraded disruptors fire bolts of more destructive ion particles, or plasma throwers. Plasma projectiles extremely effective at eating through ship armor. Honestly, I might go with ion disruptors. I think we have something similar already. It'll be nice to improve upon what we already have. So I think at this point, if we look, we're so close. It's the very last of the reinforcements on the fleet management and hold. There we go. So now we have 2 fleets of comparative number and strength. What is going on here? Is 7 out of 10? Is that right? Mailed fist class. Probably because they're in transit. Is that right? If we go to fleets and ships. Usually I'll see some of them like flying around in order to fulfill the order, but I'm not too sure what we got going on here. All right, that's fine. Maybe we need to go to Bulwark. And he's got 10. Arjun has 9. 10 wanted. Really? I honestly, I get so confused. These are 9. Oh my gosh. Okay, hang on a second. I'm getting all kinds of confused here. So we'll merge between the 2. Strike Force, Phoenix, Arjun. Let's bring that back in. There we go. That's what I did not mean to separate them, right? And they say that we want 10 more. I really don't. No, I really don't. Bring that down, please. There we go. There we go. and we don't need to reinforce because that's fine, and then we'll break that out. It's probably just taking a while for them to actually come over and then merge together. So in the meantime, we've got about 12k both. It gives us about 24,000 might. And let's build one more. We'll build another fleet that'll just slowly start to form, right? So we've got Kastan, we've got our shipyards, and let's just build all corvettes. That seems to be the most, like, equitable? No, that's not the word I'm looking for. The most cost efficient. The most cost efficient. We'll start with 5. That's going to be their own fleet out there. Pirates have been sighted in Helos, poorly protected, increasing number of pirates. Where is Helos? Is this outside of what we can actually respond to? Oh, it's here? Oh my gosh, you are so screwed. All right, well, I don't know. Arjun, go get him. Arjun will happily clear out Helos.
Station under attack.
Off we go. Yeah, I mean, just try it. Here he comes. Here comes Arjun. Do you realize what he's done in the past? This guy is a legend amongst legends. Ravelli de Ravioli
Research
now has
complete.
less leadership experience gained. Now, that's a bummer. But I mean, they're getting rather old. Let's see. Gene clinics, medical workers, naval capacity. I don't want to expand that further. Defense, army, health. Nope. Population growth speed. You know what? Sure. Why not?
Mining station lost.
That's fine. We're coming to go get it.
Spaceport under attack.
Here they come. Look at these pirates. And look at our guys.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Yeah, so much for that. Put that crap down. That's right. Aw. Ravelli the Ravioli serve the Empire. 72. Okay, so we've got an open council position. Minister of State. I guess long life Noodle Boy, since you're going to be around longer. Let's get to it. Yep, that's great. And then now we've taken this back. Time project, fleet combat stats, that's all fine. So obviously we're going to want CNS Looky Loo to go on automation. They've got projects to handle. Start. Boom. No
Hostile
orders.
station engaged.
Really? Where are they? They're out here, huh? Well, are you open to maybe doing some research over here? Fleet stance cannot be amazing. Move. Oh, I'm sorry. Move here. Move here. Actually, hold tight. Looky Loo, can you please go here? You can't move there. Oh, because it's not ours? Oh, interesting. Well, it will be. Pirate station raided. Destroy the pirate station. Great. So now we'll have him move here and research the projects there. Excellent. And now, Arjun of Christmas. He's looking fine. Pretty much undamaged. I mean, you might as well... Yeah, we got a little Strike Force Titan. I like the sound of that. Let's go ahead and bring Arjun back down because that's going to be our main Strike Force. They're double pronged. And then we will get Titan out here. Probably need a new commander, right? 44, 36. Now we're just trying to... Oh, look at that. You can have a Kuvarian commander. I don't know if our people would like that, but that's kind of cool. Crime ship hull points. Ship hull points 20%. Army build. Okay, Rudolph. You are here. Rudolph, the reindeer Eddie Bauer. If you missed it, his name was Rudolph Bauer. He's now Rudolph the reindeer Eddie Bauer. That guy's the best. He crosses all of the different regions together. Neutral fleet from the Maxthalic. What? How are you a neutral fleet? You're totally not neutral. We should totally close our borders to you. Can we go through? Like, look at this. We can't go here. Can we go here? No, we cannot. They have their closed borders to us. Well, we should close their borders to them. That is so unfair. My gosh, I don't like that at all. Diplomacy. Let's set this up. We're going to close our borders. Goodbye. You don't want to open your borders to us? That's what you get. What about you? Would you be willing to open said borders? Nope. That's not even an option with you. That's how selfish. My gosh. So selfish. Please leave. Chip chop. Let's go. All right. Leader retired. Head of research. Bush the Bamgabosh. Oh, man. I liked Bush. Bush was awesome. This is like one of those times. It's all happening right now. We're about to replace it's like the new generation, right? So we need new scientist Constanza, the constant way, the protein source. He did such a good job. There you go. I know you were on the CNS Looky Loo, right? Just double check here. Is it still okay? CNS, yep, way the protein source is out there. He's now the head of research. What a guy, what a guy. All right. So he's doing some work in Helos. He's making it happen. We're bringing Arjun back down south as we prepare. And right now on Strike Force Titan, we probably should build this out a little bit. So we're going with all-in corvettes. So we can have about, let's turn it to 25. We'll pump that up there, let that form. Actually, curious how much might that's going to be. If we're at 5 times 5, yeah, we'll probably have like 2,500 might by the time that's done. Yep. Debris analyzed. We have more progress. Love it. Good job. Rivalry declared with the Sin Kingdom. Fleet order canceled. Unable to build a mining station in Helos. Oh, really? Why is that? Just because of devastation or something? We got automatic construction. Oh, I see. They're already building it. Wow, man. They're on top of things. We should probably take a look right now at Zarkon, right? Because that's... Yep, the generator world. They're having some trouble out here. We need... Honestly, we need way more jobs than we possibly provide. I guess, you know, they need amenities too. Crime's just going through the roof. Let's do precinct houses though. More cops. It's always the answer, right?
Construction complete.
Let that go. Okay, great. So we now have our mining stations back online. That's fantastic. We are building out 1,140. Our alloys are coming on up. Let's continue to update Titan. We have 1,000. We'll bring it up to 30. There we go. And we're just going to keep pumping this one up. It's going to only have like 3,000 or something like that, but it's better than no force, right? And then we can kind of run a delaying action. They've got 49, literally 49 military might in that point. That tells me their military might is elsewhere. I don't like that. Intel falling, that's fine. Leave it be. Man, we're going to push right into Tazri. Oh, this makes me nervous, though. Rivalry ended with a Rextalic mandate. Really? Why? We should still have a rivalry. They're going to end it? Why? I don't know how I feel about that. Look at that. You guys have quite a lot of power out there. Man, we're going to have to match that, aren't we? So we're just continuing to build up Titan. All right, move, move, move. Kind of come in at 5 at a time. We'll have 2.4k might, all corvettes, and then maybe we'll add some frigates as well, right? Oh my gosh. It's happening. So we have a plethora of consumer goods for once. That's actually kind of nice. We can actually go to the market and help this out a little bit, right? So for consumer goods, we can sell some. Wow, it feels like it's been a long time since we've been able to do that. Well, pat on the back for us. That's great. Good for us. Should probably get more outlets. That's 9,000. That's a lot. But hey, we are rapidly trying to build up here. Like rapidly. So let's see if we can't get some frigates as well. Not corvettes. Bought the frigates. We want the Equilibrium class. We're going to make 10. There we go. All right, let that go. So that should make things a little bit better. We have potential buildings to make. Wow, look at that. These used to be ruined. They are no longer ruined. That's excellent. Ah, things are coming back slowly but surely, and then we're going to go into a war again. That sounds great. Well, I suppose food processing facilities, that's a little different. We get food from farmers, farmer job, planetary build speed, STCs, energy credits, technician jobs. And these are all standard unemployment, right? So maybe we'll go with commercial jobs just because I am finding that with commercial jobs seems to give +2, +1 on jobs. This is also standard, so let's do a little bit of the same. There we go. And then when it comes to the underdog, the anteater, they have standard jobs. They've got crime. Well, let's give some cop jobs. How about that? We'll go precinct houses. And with Bling Bling the Repentant, they've got a lot of problems. They've got a lot of problems. We'll have to let them sit on that one while we get our minerals back, right? So I guess it's not all horrible. We are making progress. It's just, you know, it takes years. Almost at 3,000.
Council agenda available.
Yep. Those are going to come online as soon as we're done with the one that we're discussing. And then when we have 360, we can go back to Bling Bling. Because they got another building that we can build. We need to get to like 360, 370. There we go. Now we'll pause for a second. So... oh... approximate job production. Soldier jobs in Bling Bling. Could be nice. I haven't really built a stronghold before. Could be nice. If we do that and then get some soldiers out there, I think for every soldier that we've got, it's going to raise our naval capacity, which is both good and bad depending on what factions we're trying to please, right? I think that's in Jonfar, right? Yeah. Oh, wait, the protein source is gone. My gosh, wow. This is always the rough part. Look at that. Fikile, the filing cabinet is gone. My gosh. Oh my gosh. That's always the worst. Trying to find replacements. So hard to find good help, right? So we got archaeology skill, anomaly research speed. Let's do Polina. Oh, look at her nice arm bracers. What's the deal with her? She looks super cool. This can be Polina, the Pollen's... oops. Polina, the Pollen Sneezy. There we go. And she can be assigned to Looky Loo. Because I know Looky Loo is without a leader now. There we go. And then we know we had an official that is no longer with us. So if we cycle through, Long Life Noodle Boy is sector governor. We've got Bling Bling. Honestly, we need another official anyway. Sergio. Ooh, I like it. I used to go to this place called Super Sergio's. It was fantastic. For them, I will chill for them. Not that I'm anywhere close enough to eat your food, but Super Sergio, the 24-hour spot. I can't add chimichanga in there. There we go. Well, that's him. He's always on all the time. And then for head of research, well, it's going to be Constanza the Constant. Although he's 89, yeah, that's going to be a while. He's going to retire in like 2 days. So we'll come back to that one. All right, so I know we're not actually going on the attack. That might not be a bad thing. We're just sort of reinforcing and preparing. Look at this. We've got Neutral Fleet. The Galactic Daybacks Alliance apparently is okay. Just passing through our borders. Oh, they're getting stronger, the jerk faces. We got to go to them and tell them, hello, close the borders. There we go. That's all I wanted to say. Oh, I'm going to go to the GAD as well. Oh, what is this? Oh, what the? Greetings, humans. We understand that your empire has come into possession of a cache of data containing the brain scans of an extinct species, taken from the very world they once inhabited. Even though your species is still too primitive to utilize this data, we laud your efforts in preserving this last remnant of a once vibrant civilization. As part of our efforts to conserve and catalog endangered species in our Endangered Species Preserve, we wish to take this data and use our cloning technologies to bring a small number of these species back to life. Will you share it with us so we can fulfill their last wish together? Are you mad? Okay, they may be number one in the race for supremacy and victory, but they're also number one at being an idiot. So you've got this space race that had all of these artifacts. Were they the Dabrax? Is that right? And from all accounts, it sounds like they almost brought the entire galaxy to extinction, and you want to bring them back? Are you kidding me? Well, no, I think we'll hold on to it. A most irritating envoy. The Athalan envoy, Roab, has been exasperatingly tiresome in her efforts to represent Athalan interests in the little people. Right from her first arrival, she's shown unremitting hostility towards the military dictatorship, unleashing an almost constant barrage of objections to her policies and actions. So great an irritation has she been that few would weep to see the back of her. And we have heard whispers that a group of human loyalists are plotting to expedite her demise. Good. Allowing this scheme to succeed would certainly be convenient, but allowing foreign dignitaries to be assassinated in our realm might not be the best of looks. We will not stoop to such measures, snuff out the plot, or let us be rid of this troublesome envoy. Envoy disappearances modifier. We have less diplomatic weight. Okay. Human primacy party. They get faction approval plus 15%. The GAD opinion of us goes down by 100 and their envoy dies. Oh, that sounds great. Okay. High five. Hey, you want to talk to us, GAD? So I would say close our borders. Okay, thank you. Talk to you later. So we just let their... Wow. We just let... I didn't even realize that one of the representatives was on our homeworld. Well, that's what you get for being dicks. Okay, cool. Well, that was actually quite satisfying. I'm glad that happened. And look at that. Their neutral fleets have pulled back. And now we are hitting maximum in influence. Yep, we are so influential right now. Just double check our claims. Double check the claims. We don't have anything to claim right now. I mean, the only thing that we can do is really buff our claims further, I suppose. But honestly, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Well, tell you what. Is there... If we go out here in the Rextalic Mandate, I mean, it's going to take a lot to bring us to a point where we can say, yeah, we only have to defend one place because they're kind of all spread out. So that's just not cool. In order to attack us, either, I think the Ikarzurians, like they'd have to have an alliance with the Ikarzurians. So any attacks from the top side on Beta Caeli just means that they're in cahoots with Ikarzurians. I'm not sure if we can utilize any of our influence very effectively right now. So that'll just be, we've got 4,000 might. Is that enough? It's not. So we'll just have to continue to build it. I mean, we have 1.6k. So what do? Do we just keep upgrading with the frigates here? We can get another 1,000, 8, 9, 10 to 20. Reinforce like so and hold. What we could do, go to the market and buy some more. So we want to buy, not 250. I guess we could sell some food. My gosh, we're actually at a point where we can sell food. That's crazy. We can sell 500, 500, 500, 500. And then when it comes to alloys, we'll buy 1250. Boom. That's huge. And then we can go and reinforce the last bit right there. Bring ourselves up to 40 and hold. So now that's going to be sizable enough, I believe. What's it going to look like? It's going to be 3, 4, almost 5k. Not quite enough, but it's a lot better than it was. And Kastan probably needs something in the form of defenses, right? We are just not even a star hold. So let's upgrade that. We'll change that. God, preparing for war again. We're getting closer to 2,500 as well, right? So tell you what we're going to do is just let this fully reinforce, get this up, build some buildings, get some defensive platforms, then we're going to launch an attack. I think it's a little early, but honestly, we're really getting in there on the timeline here before the end. I think it ages out at like 2,500 or something like that, yeah? Leader retired, Minister of Defense. This is not helping. Not helping, guy. All right, Kiloton, you're in. We need a new leader. Or not a new leader. We need a new commander, right? Because we look at Bulwark, and we're short. So we've got ship fire rate, weapon damage, Stephanie. Oh, nice. All right, well, Stephanie Tipton sounds like Stephanie the Tipton iced tea right there. That's good. Let's keep going. That's the replacement at 4867. Let's see where we're at. Strike Force Titan. And it looks like these are filling out. Excellent. So we're looking at about 3, 2, 5, 5k. Traditions available. Greater good. Governing ethics attraction plus 25%, minus crime, minus 10. I like that. We need so much help with crime right now. So much help. Okay, so now we're maxing on naval capacity. You know who likes that? This faction, the Martial Supremacy Alliance. Look at this, high naval capacity usage. They didn't like it when we weren't busting a cap. Well, now we're gonna bust so many caps. Not even funny how many caps, right? This guy's at 4, these guys at 8, I believe. Spaceborne Organics, Space Amoebae. All right, let's go ahead and take a look again at Kastan. How are we doing as the hold? The star hold? Almost there. Come on, go. You know, it won't stop us from building platforms already. 2, 3. Let's build 3 at least. And then I guess we'll call that good. And we can continue to build. We just have to remember to continue building.
Ready.
Keep going. Increased upkeep. Stack that. Get the backup. Infinite opportunities. We're almost at that point. How are we doing? Strike Force Titan. Slowly but surely. We're not quite there yet. End of the Coalition of Shimmel's World. The Star Nation, formerly known as the Coalition of Shimmel's World, has been destroyed by its enemies. How this will affect the political climate of the galaxy remains to be seen. Gosh, I don't even... I'll be perfectly honest, I wasn't tracking Shimmel's World. So, long life Noodle Boy got the Frontier Spirit trait. That's the spirit, the Frontier Spirit. Look at that. Kastan into Chaos. Building. 2363. Get that together. Almost there. 39 out of 40. So that tells me... Strike Force Titan. Did this all build out already? Oh, interesting. Maybe it already built. It just needs to get over there. Great. Well, let's do the unthinkable. I don't like it. I'm scared. I really am. Because I have a feeling we're just going to get trashed from multiple sides. This is just a holding force, really, but hopefully while being in a star hold... Oh, actually, we can totally adjust these too, right? We'll go anchorage, just to get us more capacity. We'll go torpedo battery, and then we're going to go with the ship weapon range. Yes, target uplink computer to allow us to defend, and they're going to be a standing force. They'll stand right there and be right there, and that's how that's going to roll, right? Defenses and hold. Okay, hopefully this is going to be okay. Yeah, of course, it's going to be okay. Let's go over to contacts. We're just going to have this roll in. Blessed Human State. We're going to declare war. We want to see humiliate. Wars waged to undermine the enemy regime and the populace's faith in the institutions. We have 9 claims we're trying to conquer from the enemy and their allies. Conquer. Wars waged to seize claimed enemy systems. Using this war goal to take claims generates 25% less threat for each conquered system. That's nice. I dig that. Let's just double check our claims first. Double check our claims. Go make claims. And if we look on Blessed Human State, we have Amastes. We've got Bintu, Kranis, Hidamar, Idria, Netupa, Tazri, Atlas. This is the rough one, Higma up here. I'd like that one, and I don't have anyone to like defend or flex to that region. So what I should probably do before we do this is send like... send someone out there. I guess we can split off from Arjun. Let's split from Arjun first. So Arjun's already plenty strong, let's be real. So if we go over to this fleet, and we'll send them stacked and ready just to take and hold. They might get overrun, but that's okay. So we'll go for a split fleet. We are going to take, actually, yeah, 20 frigates. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. And then we'll move the frigates back up, but we're going to only move 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. There we go. 34K is on tap. We do not have anyone in charge of Sphinx. This is Titan, Bulwark, Arjun. We need Stefan or Miriam. Miriam has orbital bombardment, population damage, army damage. Let's go with the orbital bombardment. So we'll grab Miriam out here, and she's going to be Miriam the Webster. She's the best. Okay. So that's the split. We're going to go ahead and take Sphinx. Sphinx is heading on over to Dahlberg, and she's going to try to hold Higma. That's her main goal. All right. So as soon as she arrives, we open the gates. We've got a huge force up north. I don't like that at all. We might have to have Bulwark out there. Let's get Bulwark up north. Over to Tiramore. Tiramore, how are we doing with platforms? None. Okay, 1, 2. Well, 2. We'll have to get 2. I know we could probably sell some stuff. That's probably smart. Do it. There we go. We'll get at least a couple right now. That's fine. We'll go to the market. We're turning food into guns. What's new? And we need alloys. There we go. Hold. And we're going to build more defenses. Off we go. So we're going to... What I learned is if I zoom out far enough, but not too far, you can actually see the movement now. 3671, Argent of Christmas. You got Bulwark from behind. You've got this huge force right there. I mean, they'll overwhelm us. I kind of want them to come down south. So we've got 9,000 below. Bulwark's the largest that we've got. We've got 3,600 to flex. And then on the south, we got 9,000 make the main push. Seems a little backwards. It feels a little backwards. I feel like we should be pushing with our main force and then defending with our smaller forces. But I mean, at this point, it just takes so long to get a force up here. It's almost like if we've got Bulwark up there, then, you know, maybe they'll be able to flex a little more efficiently. I don't know. Titans in place, 6673. They can always flex back as well. Bulwark's almost there. 3065. Hold. Okay, so we're in position. Governing ethics shift in the Rextalic Mandate. Following a long period of growing support for the Conclave's sacred tradition, the Rextalic Mandate has finally embraced the faction. 7,498. Adopting their core value and policies. As a result of bringing this faction into their government, they've become more outwardly spiritualist. Well, good. They're going to need their god very soon. Okay, let's hold. Contacts. So here's the thing. Right now, we see this fleet right here. They're probably going to come in and strike. We're much bigger. Ideally, maybe we go out, we nip them in the bud. Their other fleet is out here somewhere. They come to strike south, the mid. They're probably going to strike and blow through Dahlberg. That might mean we have to get on down south. Wish we could create a hyperlane here, but I don't know. So let's get this moving. No time like the present. Diplomacy. We're going to go in and declare war. Conquer claims 9 different systems. Do it. There we go. It has been done. Again. Hold. That's a few days already passed. We have not flooded in, right? So right now we see 7,500. We're going to start pushing in Derbatur, right? So we go into Tazri. Let's blow right through that. Dahlberg, we might poke. Yeah, let's poke to Higma. And Tiramor, let's come through Cybrex. And we're going to hold at Durabius. And then we'll start hitting them along the back lines, forcing them to move their fleets to us, while our real forces are attacking down south, right? Obviously, we'll have to watch out here as well. So let that be. Fleet detected. Oh, I mean, I guess they're dead. Is that true? Fleet detected. 8.2k. That's quite a fleet. Where's that? Oh, way out here. Okay. Well, I mean, yes, that's true. I did see that one before. We've got technology research. Living metal. Oh, what a time for that to come online. That's not good. Fusion missiles. Army damage. Let's do the fusion missiles. God, I'd like to take care of the living metal. Is there anything that we can do? We've got automatic construction, building a mining station. Ah, yeah, we're building mining stations in the places with living metal. It's really cool. And then we got fleet combat stat, and then fleet combat here in Cybrex Alpha.
Strategic resource.
So we're clearing out Cybrex Alpha.
Require specific technologies to exploit, but can confer powerful bonuses.
I'm guessing they're talking about the living metal. Yeah, well, that'll come online. All right, so we've taken Cybrex Alpha. We're going to flow into Durabius. Tazri is now ours. Again, we'll come into Kranice, hit their colony ship.
Spaceport under attack.
Where? Oh, it's out. We're doing the attacking. Okay.
Hostile station engaged.
So if we come out this way, how strong? 11,000. Oh, that's not good. We're going to get taken out there. I mean, we can just keep pushing. Oh, that's what I was worried about. Let's go in and pull back to Dahlberg with Bulwark.
Hostile fleet engaged.
We're probably going to get trashed out here. Poor Sphinx is out.
Spaceport lost.
Sphinx has been destroyed. Okay. Hang tight. Hold. What happened here? You have one or more leaders idle. Close that, close that, close that. Fleet detected. Manticore. Right. 10.6k. Where? I'm guessing Ascension's End or something like that. Oh, over in Higma. Fair enough. Well, we got Bulwark coming on back. It's going to take them a while, though.
Hostile fleet detected.
Oh, they're coming through. Ugh. Drat. Man, we didn't detect that.
Spaceport under attack.
Hang tight. Yeah, they're coming through. Bulwark's coming, but hopefully they're not going to spread into Betahenia. In the meantime, we better push. We need to get to Netupa, but we also need to clear behind us. Let's head through to Amastes, to Bintu, and then come on back, yeah? Come on. Because we want to hit status quo.
Fleet detected.
They did move to Betahenia. God, those guys. And we got fleets coming in from the top, and they're much stronger than we are, so we can't stop that. Yeah, this might be our demise, but can't think like that. Let's get moving. Zoom out a little bit.
Lost.
There we go. Yeah, we're gonna fall behind them. Wow, that's smart. Look at that. A small force of 175. All right, come on in. God, the music's so beautiful. Hold.
Hostile station engaged.
So they pulled the Beyond the Zat. All right.
Spaceport under attack. Spaceport lost.
We got Amastes. They're flowing through. Where's our guys? See, now we're chasing them. That's not what you want. We want to be the ones in their back line, right? 175.
Hostile fleet detected.
We've got another one in... Oh, no, it's the same one in Scylla. Okay, that's fine.
Excellent work. This
Hold.
resource.
Come on through. And then we are at Bintu, right? Do we have it? Not yet. There we go. We need to back clear. Come on, Bulwark. Come on, Bulwark.
Spaceport lost.
Oh, apparently they got right by us. We got to chase them.
Hostile
Aha,
fleet
there we go.
engaged.
Engaged.
Hostile fleet
Should
detected.
be a clear. There's a clear. We've got a big hit. Okay, so this is the actual fleet. This is actually doing us a big favor because they're the ones that have been slipping by. If we can confront them here and
Spaceport
defeat
under
them,
attack.
that'll be great. Come on. Come on. Look at that. Another fleet coming in. Oh, we might get wiped out.
Spaceport lost.
Oh, they got us. They got us. Wow, what a timed hit. Good for them. I don't normally congratulate them, but oof, what a hit. Those guys did it. They got us. This might be the end. I thought maybe we could keep up that tempo, but yeah, we didn't have enough intel to make sense. Well, tell you what. The only way we're going to be able to manage this is to fall to Deneb again. What's the best place for us to regroup? Is it here in Wu? Or no, we're not going to be able to... We'd have to come to Hope's End. At least we'd be taking that in the process, and we're sort of converging. Yeah, look, they've got Deneb. Oh, no! Yeah, we finally pushed too far. We didn't make it. They were too fast for us.
Spaceport under attack.
Oh, well.
Spaceport lost.
We just lost Deneb, our capital. Womp womp.
Hostile fleet detected.
And we are separated. We got 6,000 here. We've got 8,000. They saw it coming. And if we charge in, yeah, we might be able to. Maybe. Let's push it. This is going to be interesting.
Hostile station engaged.
We're coming in. We have less power, and they've got the station.
Hostile fleet detected.
Let's see this. They defeated me. How are you doing, Anteaters? Can you withstand this? I think they actually have the superior technology as well now, so... Look at that. It's like a running fight. Anteaters, very... Wow, go Anteaters. I guess they were still unsettled a little bit. Okay, so where are the fleets that we know about? That's 6,000, and we've got 700 left. So yeah, our fleets are just decimated. Bulwark has 7.9k. Really? Where is this then? That's Arjun. That's Titan. Missing in action. Oh, really? So they were so forcefully defeated, we don't even know where they are? That's like 8k worth. What in the world? Okay, well, in theory, we took Deneb. We could fly through to try to hit Garuda. I mean, we kind of gotta. I mean, right now, they're the only ones left.
Hostile fleet detected.
We'll take
Hostile
Etio.
station engaged.
All right, Etio's been taken. We'll flee
Hostile
into
fleet engaged.
Hope's End. We only have this small fleet now. Still no idea where Bulwark is. And we got Bulwark back. Where did you go, little guy? I mean, that's okay. It's okay. It's all right. Can you get to heal us, please? I'd really appreciate it. I thought we were done for.
Evading hostile fleet.
Oh, we've got a huge battle group coming in on the right side.
Spaceport under attack. Spaceport
Well, we're
lost. Hostile fleet detected.
I think this is it. But, you know, let's not give up. Let's at least try to control this area here. We have 2580 for Strike Force Titan. We've got Argent. We actually still have our forces. I don't know where they came from. I mean, good for them. They came back somehow. I know this is all getting taken by the Juxtalic mandate, but that's fine. All right, did we take them? Get back down to Deneb.
Hostile fleet detected.
So we've got some position at Deneb, and we're going to converge here with our other two fleets into Beyond the Zat at Best Beyond Burger. Come on, flow through. There we go.
Hostile
Group together.
station engaged.
So they're hitting Beyond the Zat, ticking it again. So it should tick over to us.
Spaceborne life form encountered.
I almost guarantee they're going to flow through Betahenia. And in the meantime, we've got Raxtalic coming in from the right side. So that's okay. So flow.
Hostile fleet detected.
So attacking in
Hostile
Betahenia.
station engaged. Spaceport under
Betahenia
attack.
cleared. And here's an engagement in Betahenia. This is a big one, as far as I can tell. They've got so much more than we do.
Military station lost.
And we're just getting chomped up, but look at him go.
Fleet destroyed.
Wow, what a fight. My gosh. So Arjun, he's in... Oh, I thought we sent both, but we did not. Oh, that's a bummer. I totally thought we sent both at the same time. I did not, and our anteaters paid for it.
Detected.
Throwing ourselves into that, probably not the smartest thing, but we kind of already clicked.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Oh boy.
Spaceport under attack.
Argent, see, we attacked separately. Ugh.
Hostile fleet detected.
And now we're down to like 7k. Okay, so you know what, bunnies? I think I'm going to call it. I think it'll be really interesting in the future if we are actually able to kind of control the lanes more knowledgeably, I suppose, like from the get-go, and have standing armies. I don't want to be attacking on multiple lanes. Like, in order to get to the DBA, I mean, honestly, in the end, it turns out vengeance was our downfall. It was the downfall of the Anteater Kingdom and Empire, or my downfall. The Anteaters did a fantastic job. I'm totally attached to the Anteaters. Rudolph, the Reindeer Bower, he did a great job. All of the generations of Anteaters, they did a fantastic job. If I were to try to keep pushing, we honestly have, 5-digit fleets on all sides, so there's not too much I think that we're going to be able to do. And if we were to basically get status quo, we're way worse off than we were. We were doing pretty good in the interim as we were preparing, but we were the aggressors. They knocked us down. And while it hurts, I gotta say that I have just the utmost respect for the little Anteaters. When we first started playing, we were just humans. We weren't humans. And we got our butt handed to us. We had a big giant alien space fleet just sweep through the system and destroy our entire empire just like that. Then we learned a little bit. We slowly progressed, made lots of mistakes along the way, found a market, expanded, had a galactic alliance. Well, not an alliance, like a diplomatic table to sit at with the rest of the galaxy. Even had a little primitive pre-FTL society or species come online, and it was so cool to see them spread their wings literally. And that was fantastic to see the Anteaters go up and down multiple generations. The great Sir No Photos, No Pictures, all the way to Arjun, the arthropod, and now even Rudolph the Reindeer Bower. We did well. And they had their own story. We lost in the end. We didn't end up winning the great race to 2500. We didn't end up taking our personal goal to the end with a DBA, but we did learn something about vengeance. Sometimes when you pursue things doggedly to no end, you can meet your end. So You got to be careful about what it is that you're doing. But you know what? I guess that's the story of their people. They're a hardy little anteater race that doesn't forgive easily, but they're tenacious beyond all measure. And I'm very, very proud to see them all the way from start to finish. I hope that you enjoyed yourself on this Stellaris playthrough. So, if you liked this series, please feel free to like, share, or comment down below. And if you really enjoyed the anteaters, feel free to drop in the comments, ye old anteaters, you rock source. Or something along those lines, maybe a little more eloquent than that. Either way, I had a total blast. I hope you did as well. And I can't wait to get into the next one with you. I hope the next fight will be one that is enjoyable to watch as well. Have a wonderful, wonderful night.